Hey, TR here. It is the 8/8 portal day. It's almost over. And I'm looking out the window here, another window. See the full moon. It's beautiful. We are sort of in our garage area thing. I just felt called to do this today. I hope everyone has been getting by as well as can be possibly anticipated. I did just yesterday felt called to get this deck. Forgive me if I'm mistaken it. It's the Litha Oracle. I'm not quite as deeply pagan as one would like. It's beautiful. It's a midsummer deck. And I want to see what comes out because we are 8 days into August. It's still very, very hot where I am. Northeastern of the U.S. I want it to come out on its own, so bear with me, people. And they all fell. They all fell except for one is facing upwards. And so that's our deck. That's our card. Oh, this is a loaded one. Oh, and there wasn't even a bottom because they fell like that. How intriguing. Okay, thank you for your patience. I appreciate you. So, first, we'll just do hummingbird. Forgive me if we get spooked too, because there might be all manner of critters outside the window in the full moon, and everyone's driving crazy. It's Friday. There's a lot. Okay, hummingbird. 19. The winds beneath your wings are shifting, and if you don't pay attention, you may lose flight. Huh. There are hummingbirds and a butterfly on this, and flowers. Wildflowers. Her eyes are closed. Hummingbird. That reminded me of so it's not a hummingbird that I have a thing for, that I have an external message for. It's firefly. But for me, in a dream, I got that firefly is not fleeting. For me, it doesn't have to be fleeting. So the fact that I immediately thought of that, the winds beneath your wings are shifting, and if you don't pay attention, you may lose flight. Lose flight. 19. I opened right up to it. I haven't read in a while. There's been a lot of really crazy things happening in the United States that have had me in all other headspaces imaginable. Oops. Keywords. Swiftness, adaptability, pivoting. Hummingbirds are small but mighty with wings that can beat almost 100 times per second. They can travel great distances and change direction in an instant with smoothness and grace. You too are being called to be more flexible when Hummingbird enters your reading. The current path you're on isn't suiting your needs, and it's time to consider some additional options, or at the very least, a new approach. Think about what it is and what is and is not working for you, and how you can use this information to bring clarity to your question. This card can also mean your situation is evolving rapidly, and you are not keeping up with these changes, which can cause you to feel overwhelmed. If you are unwilling to adapt, it may be time to consider whether or not this is the right path forward, because the world will pass you by if you hold on too tightly to outdated methods. If you are reading about another person, receiving this card is a sign to speak up against someone who is too rigid in their thinking. You will continue to see stagnation unless all involved are willing to be more flexible. That is apt. Anybody who knows me personally is probably just screaming. Yeah. Wow. It's funny though. Some of us may or may not just feel that, like, I could use a change, or, you know, things have become too routine. Forgive me. But in that explanation, even went into how something can be overwhelming because things are speeding up. So for those of us that, and maybe this still applies to anybody, that like things are going to change more, and different potentials can come in regardless of whether or not you thought you were ready. So like if you were keeping things simple, and even if you were bored, you were like, I could use some, but then just things come in, right? The all or nothing. The all or nothing. The tricky part is when you already feel like you're doing too much and more or different, or a place in which your methods have not been working. And even like, just like for myself, I make progress, but sometimes it's slow, especially when it's the like mundane things. I move so slow on the mundane things sometimes. Like I can do big, muscly, labor-intensive projects. I can make myself do those. I don't know. I just shift into the physicality of it. But when it comes to like putting clothes away, or real easy, I'm not gonna say easy because it's not easy for some of us. The real, the less labor-intensive tasks are hard to get yourself to just do. Dang it. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent. It didn't go into how you would lose flight, per se. And I'm not even sure why I'm bringing that up, why I brought that up initially, but I think, and I lost it. Did I lose it? Maybe that wasn't what I was supposed to say. Lose flight. Momentum. I was listening to something today about how sometimes you'll be in phases where it'll feel like you can't catch a break, or little blips of like, well, that should have worked out. Like, I was kind of doing the right thing there, and this or that. Sometimes your physical actions can be, for the most part, at least in some, whatever areas these things are associated with in your life, can be checking all the boxes, doing all the right things. But you might just be in an overall phase of the success not being what's going to be most beneficial. And I could sense this in a few things with me recently. And, like, how do you explain to other people, like, I've been able to tell for a while that while I signed up for this thing that I intended to do and moderately enjoy doing. I do say moderately. You can be excited about things that are not necessarily entirely what make your soul sing, right? So silly. You can feel it coming. And isn't that even gross? Isn't that gross sometimes where you're like, I can feel that, like, I can sense that my priorities are thus that I will sabotage this thing. But you're aware of it while you're doing it, right? Or like, I'm making, like, in the moment, I'm aware of this conscious choice to do other things. I am conscious that saying yes to these will be saying no to that. For better or worse. But not regretting it. And that's what's hard to tell other people. Like, oh. Like, you saw it coming. You knew you were doing it. And you somehow knew that, well, to be determined, right? Sometimes we just gotta trust. It's like, why am I feeling so very called to do these other things? And the thing I thought I wanted is, and maybe do want to an extent, right? Like, it's in there, right? Or it wouldn't be on your radar at all if it was nothing to you. Excuse me. Jeez. But it's not where your focus lies. Almost ever. Isn't that weird? Isn't that a sign at some point? I'm sitting in that weird spot, right? Me personally. And maybe you can relate, where do I get bored once I've just done something? And that's kind of lame, right? Like, am I always doing new-ish things because I'm bored? Or because or because I'm truly interested in the new thing, or not. I don't know. That's going to be different for everybody. I'm checking the table now. That's going to be different for everybody. It's 14 minutes on one card. Absolutely insane. I do apologize. For anybody that remotely understands what I'm saying, please comment where you're conscious. You're conscious of your odd behavior. Anyway, I love you. Happy 8/8. Hopefully I'll be around a little more often. So I want to be. I've been wanting to be for a little while now. But life. catch you guys later. Take care.